Alright, hello YouTube. First deck profile. We'll see how this all goes exactly. I'm using Screencast-O-Matic or something like that, so I'm not expecting it to be the greatest quality. But this is going to be a deck profile for my Velsworn, aka Lightsworn and Flamvell monsters. Uh, I actually have been playing this at locals and with friends and everything like that. Dad actually was one of the people who I played against with this, and uh, I don't know if he liked it, I don't know if he hated it, but it seemed like it worked pretty consistently considering I won a couple times against him. So, alright, let's get down to this. First three are three fire dogs, three magicians, two pawns, baby, a Granica. There's two shamans in here, but I actually only use one. But things are a little bit different on here than what I actually have. But let's continue anyway. Illumina, two Aarons, two Janes, two Raikos, a Wolf, a JD, and a Tragodia. I'm thinking of taking out the on here, taking out the Shaman, and putting in a second JD, but I don't think there's enough names for that, so I'm still kind of debating what to do. For spells, we've got three Rekindling, the staples, Heavy, Dark Hole, Monster Reborn, Foolish Burial for Wolf, Avi, Book of Moon, two recharges, two MSTs, and a Pot of Duality. And then we've got Torrential Tribute, Mirror Force, Dark Bribe, two Warnings, a Starlight Road, and then two Cylinders. I use Cylinders instead of D-Prisons because, yes, getting rid of the monster and banishing it, such as a Stardust or other things like that, is fantastic, but I think throwing the damage back and kind of hurting the person just as much as they would hurt you, if not more, works way better. And Dad would probably agree with me on that because I won a couple games against him using the magic cylinders. So basically the main focus behind this is using Flamvell Fire Dog to special summon either Magician or whatever else, whatever other monsters you want to use for really fast synchros. Oh, speaking of synchros, need to go over those. Got a Formula Synchron, Magical Android, Cataster, Bryonic, Iron Chain Dragon, Ancient Flamvell Deity, Black Rose Dragon, Scrap Dragon, Thought Ruler, Colossal Fighter, two Stardusts, Mistworm, a Trishula, and a Shooting Star Dragon. The reason I run two Stardusts is because of the Starlight Road, which, trust me, it comes in handle all the time, or it comes in handy all the time. Also side decked is Shadow Imprisoning Mirrors because, as one can assume, since this deck works a lot off of grave control and everything like that, such as putting cards into the grave, getting them out with Rekindling, Monster Reborn, things like that, the Pot of Avarice, all that. GKs really get this deck, well, fucked up. They really get them. Leeching the Light is also sided in. I don't really use Reborn Tengus, but I thought that maybe they could come in handy at some point, but I haven't found any use for them. Leeching the Light, of course, is really good for all these light monsters, and that's Shadow Imprisoning Mirror. So, anyway, the deck is pretty self-explanatory. Use the Lightsworns to fill up the grave with other Lightsworn monsters, as well as Rekindling targets. Rekindling into Synchro Summoning for whoever you want. Formula Synchron with Pwn and Baby. Shooting Star with, Pwn Baby. Formula Synchron. The Flamvell Magician, Fire Dog, whatever kind of combos anyone is okay with and everything. It's all preference, really. It's really not hard to run. I wouldn't say it's automatic. It takes a little bit of skill to use, and you got to think out some things. You always got to be weary of D-Prisons, Mirror Forces, Raikos, things like that with Fire Dog. It's always kind of hit and miss depending on who you're playing and everything, so it's Also, getting Effect Veilered on Fire Dog sucks. There's just a few kinks to it that don't really work. Also, running debunks, don't have those in the side deck, but debunks are really good for this deck because of Effect Veiler or DD Crow or Max C, because as you can tell, there's a lot of special summoning that goes along with this deck. Um, it's not terribly complex to understand, pretty easy to run, very fun in my opinion. I think it's always fun getting people confused with Pwn and Raikou, so they don't know which one they're exactly gonna get. So I think it's a pretty good deck. I think it's pretty fun. Comment, tell me how I can make it better. Let me know what you think of it. Uh, this probably won't be the last deck profile at all. I'm probably going to do Ancient Gears next, then maybe my Karibo, TK. It just all depends on if I start actually getting views or not. So thanks for watching. To those of you who watched, comment, rate, subscribe. Later.